everybody, it's Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus from Threshold of Hineni, and I want to work a little bit more on this journal, the Chit Chat Angel Journal. This isn't the cover, this is just the front page. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to use for the cover, but we'll get there eventually. In the meantime, I've seen a number of places, and I haven't looked for them recently, but they've kind of stuck in my mind. I've seen a number of places where people have used coffee filters for corner pockets. And I think that's just a really cool idea. I like the texture and everything on here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do that, or anything. Obviously it's going to need some inking so that it will fit in with this. And I think I'll probably like sew along the edge or something to hold the layers together. I think that to me they're a little thin to use them individually as pockets, so I think that I would have like, half of one make, folded into quarters, half of two actually, folded into quarters to make one pocket. And actually I guess I could use one and fold it into quarters, and then I don't have to do any cutting. There we go. Don't you wish you were as smart as me? Oh my goodness. Bill used to always say that I was such a mess, and that was why he loved me. He loved taking care of me. Anyway, let's see. And I also printed out a bunch of other papers. These are not from the digital kit. These are just things that I had in various places. I think most of them are from Pixel Scrapper. But I thought that they went really well with Penny's kit. And then I also took a page out of a hymnal that I have and printed a floral on that, and I need to spend some time doing some maintenance on my printer. It's got these little stripy things going on, but I mean it adds to the charm, I guess. It's like we don't want these to be perfect. Junk journals are not supposed to be perfect. So let me grab some scissors so I can open it. And then I also just picked up these cards today that I thought were really pretty, and that might fit in here someplace too. So we'll see. And of course there are envelopes with those cards. Goodness, they make these so hard to open up. There we go. Okay, I just want to open the top because it stays organized better if I can leave them in the packet. But I wanted to take one out. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's blank inside. Yeah, it says blank cards. And let's get an envelope too, because that's always a helpful thing to have. And we will just work for a while. I'm not sure how much we'll finish, but I'll go ahead and work. I'm going to turn on my sewing machine. I did find my inks. I had put them away in the wrong drawer for some reason, and I was a little panicked because I usually keep them out. I rarely put them away, which is probably why I put them in the wrong drawer. Okay, so I think what I want to do is distress this somewhat, and then I might use like a stencil or something on it just to give it some design. But let's go ahead and distress it first with some vintage photo. I am doing this totally off the cuff. I've never done this before, the coffee filters. You could also get the natural ones that are already brown. that would be a good idea, huh? Or you could coffee stain these. And I have, I coffee stained some filters one time, and I never used them, and I wonder what happened to them. I don't know. So, but when you're doing this, you do want to be kind of gentle because the coffee filter is sort of delicate, but it's not as delicate as I thought it would be. It's not like doing a doily. So that's good. And then you don't want to get it all even. You want it to be kind of uneven. So, and then here, just in case this part sticks out, I'm going to do this edge here. Just in case when I sew it, that part shows. And it might be a good idea to also do the top in case that part ends up showing as well. So we don't have to do the whole inside. And like I said, I'm going to sew this shut so that it's stronger. Okay, there we go. So like that. Okay, then I got some new stencils in the mail yesterday. So I thought, or maybe, no, they're stamps. Let me see here. So I thought maybe we would check these out and see if there's anything that looks like it would be interesting for this. There's a bee and beehive, some flowers. That's really nice. Another bee, be happy. Okay, so this is kind of a bee theme on this part. This has like grasses and grains. That's kind of nice. This one has a hydrangea, butterflies. Kind of like the butterflies. Wonder how the hydrangea would work on this. Hydrangea could be really pretty. That would fit. Would one of these work better? I like the hydrangea. I'm not sure that I really have the right colors for it, but let's see. I'm going to get my stamper thing from my the Works thingy. Okay, how do you open this? Am I completely in camera, I hope? Okay. So yeah, I just got these yesterday in the mail, and I'll link these below. I got them from Amazon. So I'll link them below, and that way if you like them, you can always get them. So anyway, while I'm struggling with this, I'm sorry if I sound a little foggy. I'm kind of that way since Bill died anyway, but then in addition to that, wow, these are really stuck on. In addition to that, today I had to put our dog down. I had to take him to the vet to have him put down, and that was really, really hard for me. I knew that the time was coming. Good grief, these are really stuck on. I knew that the time was coming. He was elderly. He was 13 and a half, so that makes him basically like 95 years old. And he'd had cataracts for a long time, so he was nearly blind, and really bad arthritis. And he was getting to where, maybe I won't use this because I think I'm gonna have to take this off camera. It's just really, because I don't want to try to hurry it too much and end up tearing it. Okay, I'm not going to use these stamps today. I'm going to have to work on getting those off. Let's see what else I have. I think this was from the same package. Those are really pretty. But I'm not going to struggle with them because, oh no, they're bigger. So let's see if maybe those would work. And then most of what I have is like words and cats and stuff. Yeah. So I need to get more stamps. What was I saying? So yeah, so I was expecting it. I just wasn't quite prepared for it to be yet. But the last few days, he just deteriorated really badly, and ooh, that would be cool right there. That would be nice. And he stopped eating a couple days ago, and so he hadn't eaten like for 2.5 days. And I think he was drinking because like this morning when I took him out, he peed. So he must have been drinking some, but I never saw him drink. You know, and he was whimpering a lot, so I think he was in pain. And then this morning, his breathing was just really, really labored. And so I called the vet, and you know, they worked me in, which was very, very nice. And they were so sweet. Oh my gosh, because you know, here I am just bawling my eyes out. You know, and it's like, yes, you love your dog and everything, but I was like probably way over the top. And so, you know, I explained, you know, that I'd lost my husband recently too. So, and it was really neat because this lady, I mean, I'm sitting there just like crying my eyes out. And this lady came over to me with her dog, and she just, you know, she put her arm around me for a moment, and she said, "Can I pray for you?" And it was like, you know, yes, that's what I need so badly. And then we sat and talked, and she told me that she had lost her husband and about 10 years ago, so she understood what it was like. And you know, and so we talked for quite a while, and it was just so nice. She was so compassionate, and I just really felt like that was a divine appointment, you know, that God had brought us together. And I hope to be able to see her again sometime. I gave her my contact information, so we'll see. So anyway, that was a blessing. Okay, let's see how this does. I didn't actually mean to use the brown, but that's what I did, so that's what we're going to use. I wasn't thinking because I was talking. But, oh, that's pretty. Isn't that nice? I like that. Okay, is there like another border that we can use along the edge? See what else we have. So anyway, yeah, it's been a really hard day because of that, and you know, I'm sure you guys all understand. It's just kind of having that on top of losing Bill, you know, it's just like, ugh, just too much. Wonder if this will work in here. Let's see how it would do. I'm not sure because this thing isn't curved. I mean, the cutting thing is curved, but I mean, you know what I mean. This isn't curved. Let's see what happens. Should make some kind of nice little design. You know, I looked at one of these things that was actually for cutting paper into a round doily. Very cool. And for some reason I didn't get it. I really should have. I could use that right now. That would be really pretty. But I think that we're kind of getting something pretty from this. Oops, that was not in far enough. Let's try. It's kind of hard with all the layers, you know, to get it all in there. To get it far enough back that it's actually going to cut where we can see it. That's good. So what I'm doing is because I don't want to match it up exactly with it because then, you know, it won't be in far enough. I'm kind of matching it up with the area that it's in. That turned out nice, don't you think? I like that. Okay, so that's cool. So I wonder if I try inking that a little bit more, if that would work, or if it'll just, yeah, I think that's fine. It's not giving me the definition that I was hoping for because it's not stiff enough, but making it a little bit darker I think is kind of cool. Let's see, maybe adding a little bit of pink as well. Just a tiny tad of pink would be kind of nice. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you know, a lot of times God just brings people along our path who, you know, he wants us to meet and who either we can minister to or they can minister to us. And I think that was kind of what happened today. People call those divine appointments. That's kind of nice with just a little touch of pink, don't you think? Okay, I think I need some right there. I don't want to put too much, but just enough that you kind of wonder if there's pink. Okay, and then let's go ahead and sew this. I'm going to sew it. I'm going to sew it on the sides, and I think I'm going to sew it along here. We'll see if the machine can handle that without gobbling it up. I mean, if it doesn't work, then you know it was just an experiment. You know, coffee filters aren't expensive. I think it's like 88 cents for a package of I don't know how many, a million. Okay, yeah. So I do want to sew up along here. So I'm sewing actually over the part that's all punched. We'll see how that works. Hopefully it doesn't eat it up. But I want that to all hold together as a pocket so that it doesn't, you know, get ratty when you try to put stuff inside of it. Well, I think that's turning out nice. Okay, and the reason I started here at the point is because then you've got the thread hanging out there. Okay, so that's going to be pretty. Let's go ahead and look for a place to put it, and then I think I'm going to end this video because I'm coming up on 20 minutes already. So that doesn't really give us time to do something else. I don't really want to cover up that butterfly. Here. Well, we've got the doily. Let's not have it right by the doily. Maybe on this burlap page. Huh. I think it needs something more that's going to pop out there. That's a possibility. I'm going to cut this little bit off here. It's sticking out. It feels almost like fabric. It's really neat, really nice. Oh, wow! I kind of like it with this ribbon here. That's really pretty. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that right there. So it'll be bedded up against the ribbon. That's very pretty. Okay, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it. I like to sew, but I think this one calls for some glue. And when I use this glue, I kind of run the nozzle in the glue to flatten it out so that I don't end up with it being like beaded. And we're going to leave this part open because that's going to be the pocket. Because I don't want it to be like bumpy on the other side of the paper. I have found that using this slightly heavier weight of paper has prevented that quite a bit. I haven't had any problem with that so far in this journal. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, oh my goodness, isn't that nice? Okay, I'm gonna make another one off camera. Oh, that needs to be sewn down. I'm gonna make another one off camera. Yeah, see, it didn't come through. So this, I think it's like 24-pound paper. Gonna make another one off camera to put like farther back, like maybe there. So that we can have another one in here, but I'm not going to take up your time making another one. So that was really pretty. I like that. I really like that. Okay, you guys, I will be back again tomorrow with some other pockets or tucks or something. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to work on tomorrow. I love you all. Bye-bye.